money. Now I'm in the Benz truck with a...
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Darnold. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LeSean McCoy. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gone!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who throw it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LeSean McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 3-19. 3-19. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. And the grab by Croft. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pick. Up of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Over!
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. We forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Now they try the right side here. A little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Darnold on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Darnold rolling to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Shoving through the defense. Just bowling over tacklers. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he cuts it right into space. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Darnold. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Telvin Smith. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Darnold now to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Now Darnold. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. This give is to McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Myles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
On On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Off of play action, Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trent Murphy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play action. It's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
In your face.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go now.
They'll go again to McCoy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Darnold. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Again, it's Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Bills getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Bust through the tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A give to McCoy. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Leopard. Leopard.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw is Darnold. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Here's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mike 7.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Hey. 4 down.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 oh! Relax, 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 oh! Relax, 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 oh! Relax, 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 what?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't.